The world's first 24-hour Greyhound channel launches this week. Go Barking Mad will showcase greyhound racing from across the globe with a major contribution from Australia. Brendan Parnell checked out the operation on a recent visit to the Old Dart.
Oi, do you want to know a secret? I've fallen in love with a TV channel. It's the dogs. It's called Go Barking Mad. Live races from the best tracks all around the world. And it's all this interactive malarkey. You can study the form guide, join in a race, live, then go and check the results. Go Barking Mad on Sky Digital. Be there. What a bunny gets it.
We're in London to see Australian greyhound racing. No, we haven't gone barking mad. We're at Go Barking Mad, and this is their mascot, the pesky little rabbit. They broadcast racing from right around the world. Let's go inside and find out about the first global greyhound racing channel.
Hitting the halfway stage now, it's Baloo Star with around about a 2-length advantage. Trap 2 Peppery chasing hard. These are pulled clear of the rest of the field, but watch 4 and latterly 3, the favourite, who got going all too late.
Tell me you bring Aussie racing all the way up here. How does it get here?
A couple of bounces off some satellites in the far-off world. I think it starts off in Thailand, comes down in Israel, then gets bounced back up, and we bring it down in London.
And how's it been accepted?
It's been liked. Obviously, it's different. The jacket colours are different, number one. 8-dog racing is very rare in the UK. We're mainly 6-dog racing here. We have done a couple of 8-dog races. But jacket colours are different, the 8 dogs are different, and probably most importantly, the 2 bend tracks, or horseshoe tracks, as you call them, are not expected over here. 400 metres round 2 bends is amazing to us. So that's been accepted very well.
Do you take the Aussie commentary, or do you throw in, give it the pommy flavour?
A mixture. We're trying with the Aussie commentators at the moment. So obviously, they're very knowledgeable, they're great callers. They call the races very well, but they use the dog names. And as I said earlier about the jacket colours being different, I think initially we wanted to try and do a bit more number calling, just so people get used to the different colours. But then I think obviously the names of the dogs, it shows how professional you are if you can call the names rather than just running out a string of numbers. So we'll probably revert to the Aussie commentators after we've been up and running for a few months.
Because of the differences in our greyhound racing, the early success of Go Barking Mad will depend heavily on the education of the punter.
Track 1, well drawn.
Colourful commentator Paul Lawrence has been involved since Go Barking Mad's whelping, and he has a particular soft spot for Aussie racing.
I absolutely love it, Brendan. I started Go Barking Mad a year ago, and I really was broken in with this Australian racing. I was race manager at a track here in England for 9, nearly 10 years, but really didn't have any experience of Australian racing whatsoever, and it was only through Go Barking Mad that I learnt of the experience globally from the other side of the world. It's just incredible, and I absolutely love it. It took me a bit of a time to get used to the jackets, or the rugs as you call them, but I love it. It's inside out now for me.
What's your favourite track from down under?
I like the Warrigal circuit. I like the horseshoe circuits because I think it's a fair test of stamina. You know, I think you get a good run to the corner, and for me, the greyhounds get a good chance of gaining the clear run. The likes of Ipswich, tracks like that where they've got the offshoots and there's only a short run before they turn, aren't particularly a favourite of mine, but the likes of Cranbourne and Horsham and those kind of tracks, I just love them.
Dab hand up to the corner, front runner Baloo Star. Peppery's going for the inside run. Baloo Star and Peppery, they're going to the line together. Baloo Star did too well.
Pretty tight, wasn't it? And a thrilling finish. That looks for me, though it's a 7-2-3 finish. 4-dog just getting run out of it there, Boss George.
But so there'll be some familiar names for you now among the trainers?
Yeah, Graham Bate, obviously. One trainer that I quite like is Chris Johansson. He seems to have a lot of quality dogs. Night Owl was one that catches my eye. I see these dogs. I like a dog that's got early pace, and I see dogs from day one, and you can follow them. They come up through the ranks. You know, you've got the maiden competitions that the Victoria Breeders' Cup, I think it was at Geelong at the back end of last year. And you see the dogs as they progress, and for me, it's absolutely thrilling stuff. I'm right into it now. I love it.
While the operation is still in its infancy, there are some big plans for the future. and Clive's vision is the station one day becoming multilingual.
Initially looking at Cantonese and a big European language, possibly big ones in South America, either Spanish or Portuguese.
That's exciting, isn't it? So Aussie racing is not only just going to the UK, potentially it'll go global.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we're hoping to sign up interactive digital television deals across Europe initially, but then obviously wherever they'll take us. So South America is quite a big market.
Now, as far as the future goes, the dogs have led the way here then, haven't they, ahead of the other codes in going global?
Indeed, for maybe two reasons for that. Firstly, the dogs are very easy to understand. That, you know, taking it down to the lowest possible level, they're just a number you can back. That's not a view I hold personally. I obviously think that dogs have a great deal of form you can read into and follow, but you have to get experienced and learn about that really, and that's why our broadcasters, our commentators are there to help the uninitiated to understand what they're watching. But the dog racing is very simple, very easy. It's a very short race generally, and you get lots more opportunities in an hour.
Tell us about the logo. Where does that come from?
It's a design that the BBC graphics department came up with. We wanted to find a little catchy mascot that the non-dog punters would latch onto, as well as being, you know, popular with everyone. But we wanted to get an acceptable face of Go Barking Mad that people would laugh at. And I'm sure you'll see a couple of examples of some very funny animations with the hair. We're 20 hours a day at the moment, hoping to expand it to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you wake up at 3 in the morning in the UK, you can just switch on your Sky digital television set and watch racing probably from Phoenix or Tucson.
And then a few hours later, after your bowl of Wheaties, you can watch some Aussie racing coming in.
Absolutely, 6-7 hours of Aussie racing, from your twilight meetings all the way through to your night cards. Your Thursday night cards are a great interest here.
For me, you know, Go Barking Mad, providing greyhound racing from the other side of the world is just fantastic, and obviously giving people in England a chance to view the racing, and you can follow the form there. I think it's fantastic.